What's going on, everybody's fragged out, swagged out. You already know why I'm here. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a fragrance that I recently received that if you watch the Instagram page I posted the other day, I'm loving this fragrance. It really surprised me because it wasn't what I expected by looking at the notes. Personally, I went to the Instagram page of Primera Perfumes. They're a perfume house based out of Kuwait. I conversed with the owner there. I made my purchases. All my purchases fall into the realm of what kind of is my go-to in fragrances: dark, oud, smoky, resinous, kind of boozy fragrances. And in that purchase, he actually sent me an additional fragrance, and that fragrance didn't really fall into my go-to, the norm with what I like in fragrances. And personally, I think that's a really bold move from a fragrance house because one of two things can happen. One, I have something negative to say about the product, or two, I just say nothing at all, and it's a loss on their end, sort of. But this really surprised me. The notes are not what I'm used to. Like I said, the notes are Spanish saffron, bergamot and sandalwood, musk, amber, and vanilla. Now, there are sweet aspects of this fragrance which do grab my attention, but it's missing a component, whether it be boozy, that dark woody from oud, or a very aggressive gourmand leaning, I guess. If you do purchase from them, you do get one of these cards with each fragrance, and on the other side it has the notes listed right there, which make it very convenient if you are doing reviews because you don't have to go online and start picking everything out. It's already there for you. So very simple, and that's the other thing. Really simple breakdown of the notes, which I was like, I don't know, nothing about it caught my attention. Just by looking at it, nothing caught my attention. I opened it in the box. Thankful, of course, because they sent it to me, but I wasn't expecting anything special. Didn't have high expectations for it. And then I smelt it, and everything turned around. This right here for me is going to be, it could be a signature scent. It's worthy of a date. It's worthy of going out to dinner, worthy of going out to the club, but it's not so aggressive that you can't wear it to work and smell really nice where you don't offend anybody. It doesn't overpower. It's like, man, it's unique. It's unique. It's in the name, and the world of so many fragrances, it pays to stand out and be unique. And this is not something necessarily that when you smell it, you think, I've never smelled anything like this. Sure, I've smelled similar things, but the way that that opening, so let's talk about the opening. The Spanish saffron. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that you can put 5 different saffrons in front of me and I can tell you which Spanish is and what any other variation is. I just know that they say there's Spanish saffron in it, and when I smell it, there's something very beautiful about this opening. It's spicy, it's sweet. It's kind of what you expect from a saffron fragrance, but not the traditional saffron fragrance. One of the things that really stands out, and you hear this a lot from reviewers or just people in general, saffron fragrance can have a latex feel to them, something medical in there, right? I get no saffron from it, or no latex, nothing plasticky, nothing medical equipment there. This is, when I smell this, I get only the best parts of the saffron. The parts that you wish would dry down and go away immediately are never present here. You get that spiciness, you get that rich sweetness. It's that very attention-calling kind of fragrance, that fragrance that demands to be a date fragrance. That fragrance that when someone is near you, if you are in that kind of situation, they will want to get up in your personal area and smell it. It makes you happy smelling this. This definitely puts you in a good mood, and maybe the next mood that's necessary. This opening is amazing. Now, the Spanish, if that opening was it, if this was a linear fragrance and that was all you get, I'd be happy. I'm not gonna lie. From the opening to the dry down, I'm pleased. But you have that sandalwood and that bergamot. Now, the bergamot doesn't turn this into a really citrusy fragrance. It adds just a little bit of sweet tart to it with that sandalwood, making it a more dense and creamier fragrance. And when you get to the bottom, you have the elements that I do love, which are vanilla and amber. Now you have that musk. The musk is not going to turn it into like an animalic kind of musk, a overly fresh, or you know, the musk that really stand out. It's more as a component for the fragrance to rest on and let everything develop over it. There is a little bit of freshness it offers, which helps break up some of that the thicker, more dense part of the sandalwood, but it never really competes one note for the other. And that amber and vanilla provide that sweetness and that additional kind of resonance, spiciness that mix so well with that with the saffron from the opening. Essentially, you have a fragrance that opens spicy and sweet and dry down spicy and sweet in a different type of way, but it complements each other. Every step builds upon the opening, and that is a super attractive date night worthy fragrance that you can wear to the office. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a multi-tool fragrance. I love smelling it. Like, no joke. The day I posted it on Instagram, the reason I took the picture is because at the time that light was purple. And when I went to grab it, I really was just going to smell it. And when I did that, I held it against the light and I looked at it. I was like, that looks like a good picture. I'll take it. But I was just smelling it. I love the way this smells. Like, I smell it a couple of times a day. This fragrance is amazing. It is unique from Primera Perfumes. If you don't know them, if you check out my Instagram page, I have their information in any of the posts that I have that feature any of their fragrances. And all you have to do is go through either Facebook or Instagram. I use Instagram. DM them directly, and you go to the purchasing process right there directly through them. This is a fragrance that is going to bang as more people find out about it. Again, they're not stationed in the US, and they don't have a retailer out here that actually sell their stuff. They have to go to them. So it's going to take them a little more time, I think, to really get the full exposure necessary for a fragrance like this to become like a cult classic. But I'm telling you, once people find out more about Unique, they have a lot of bangers. I love all, but this right here is going to do something different. I guarantee you. Unique from Primera Perfumes. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, like it. If you have additional information, go ahead and comment. And if you haven't subscribed, man, subscribe. I'm going to keep bringing more original fragrances, stuff that you don't hear about on other fragrance channels. I'm not talking to you about the ones you already see at Macy's. If you see them there at the counter, then why am I going to tell you about it? You can have the person spray it for you. I want to talk to you about fragrances that are harder to get or are less reviewed or less spoken about. That's what you come here for. If you don't like that, I get it. Don't subscribe. It's cool. No hate. Keep rocking. Thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate the support. And once again, this is Fragged Out, Swagged Out, and I'm out.